Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. What's popping, guys? Welcome to ZeerTalks Football and welcome to a video that I feel like I really have to do, especially as someone that does watch the Saudi League. And I feel like so much has been going on, especially after last night's game against, Al Ahly with the Nassr, while Arsenal played Atletico Madrid. And I'll be honest with you, it's getting out of hand. And to be honest, I think a lot of it has to do with Cristiano Ronaldo himself. I think he's being such a hypocrite and he's not even seeing it. But I do thank him for his contributions for what he does for Saudi, though. I have to admit, embracing the culture. Even when he scores and celebrating, he does this. I know as much as it annoys me as a Hilal fan, but that's because, again, he's wearing a Nassr shirt. But on a real, he's embracing Saudi culture. And for me, Saudi culture over anything. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. Yeah, personally, when it comes to Cristiano Ronaldo and this whole football matter, like, this guy is just waffling at this point, bro. Like, ever since he's joined this league, he's just been, I don't know. It's like he wants one thing to happen for him, and it's okay. But when something bad happens on another, so now he wants to say that there's complaining, like, we have to call it out. But before we begin, you know exactly what to do. Subscribe, press alarm bells, feature content notifications, like, comment, go check the socials, and hopefully you're good wherever you are. I will collaborate with ZeerTalks FCB in the description down below. ZeerTalks Wrestling description down below. Mainly FCB is the one I'm collaborating this video with. The wrestling one has nothing to do with football, so we're not going to do that. But go check the both channels anyway, and go check the socials. But yeah, on this, let's read this first. Let's read this. There's things that happened beforehand. Actually, let me show you what happened beforehand before I get to this, okay? Okay, I found it. Yeah, well, it took forever to search for. I found it, okay? He said, the referee told us, focus on Asia Champions League. How can referee say that? In whose benefit? We already know for whom. Those we are chasing. Now, for context, they were supposed to be given a penalty in the last minutes of the game. Yeah, against Al Fayha. Which, funny enough, when Al Fayha played in Nassr at, Al Awwal Park, Mal'ab Al Awwal, what happened is Al Fayha, got screwed over by Al Nassr themselves, because Al Nassr got given a penalty for an incident that happened with Al Amri, and guess what? Ronaldo took and scored. They won 2-1. And Al Fayha's management complained, everybody complained. Yeah. And then, funny enough, yeah, in the Fayha Al Ahly game, Al Ahly gets screwed. Now, did Al Ahly play great? No. They need to do better themselves. However, the referee tells everybody in Al Ahly to focus on AFC, because this was the game before they started playing the knockout of the AFC Champions League Elite. Now, going back to, this, yeah, and Nassr beat Al Ahly 2-0 after Al Ahly won the AFC Champions League Elite in the weekend. And this is what Demiral does after losing. Shameless, and I rate it. After all the behavior and Nassr and their fan base do, and Ronaldo, yeah, I'm here for it. For the first time, there's Champions League medal in their stadium. Facts. Because you have Al Ahly winning it back-to-back, Al Ittihad winning it back-to-back, and then us winning it 4 times. The most, by the way, out of anyone in Asia. And by the way, also in Al Hilal, right? So there you go. Shameless energy. And by the way, Toney was supposed to fight Noah Filboshel, but they didn't fight. But to be honest, I don't know why Toney ran away. That's odd. But anyway, the referee is crazy. Or the refereeing is crazy. I swear to God. Look at my leg. The decision always go in favor of Al Nassr. Every season they're pushed towards the titles. It's unbelievable, honestly. And he said they would never be us. We'll always be on top, I think. Yeah, he said, we are proud to be Al Ahly. We never need help, always fighting for titles. And he said in that interview. Yeah. And to be honest, I agree. Because you know what? Like, it's just Al Ahly is just doing their thing. They're minding their own business and winning their AFC Champions League Elites under Yesli, which, by the way, Yesli is underrated. Yeah, I think even European clubs need to have a look at him. And that's why I think Bundesliga clubs are, because he's German and they're looking at what he's doing over here. But yeah, that's besides the point. Like, Demiral is cooking. And by the way, to talk about the incidences, yeah, in that game alone, which I didn't realize because I only watched the second half, right? You had Nawaf al-Boshel handball in the penalty area. You had Mane handball in the penalty area. So that's 2 penalties that should have been given to Al Ahly. And Kingsley Coman clattering the daylight out of Demiral's leg, which is what he was referring to, which I love. I appreciate what Coman's done at FC Bayern Munchen as a Bayern fan. However, how he hasn't been sent off is crazy. And he scored a goal yesterday, by the way. He scored a goal yesterday, celebrating with the sunglasses, doing this and with the sunglasses. It's ridiculous. Now, I'm not one for calling out the Nassr, yeah, for refereeing, as much as the Nassr fans do it with Al Hilal. But the fact that the Nassr fans do it to Al Hilal, it's hypocritical on their end. And with Cristiano doing the same, it's hypocritical on his end. Now, let's chat about this, yeah? He says, this is not war. This is not good for the league. Everyone complains, social media posts, this is not good, yeah? Then he says the following. He says, we fight to win, but some things we see are not good, and this is not football. Not everything is allowed. I will speak about this at the end of the season. Yeah, so you'll waffle at the end of the season. Okay. And then he says, I see many bad things. Many players complain, speak about referees, post on social media. This is not the goal of the Saudi League. We should stop this if we want to compete with the European leagues. Okay, interesting. So you say that, yeah? Okay, say no more. Say no more. Then can you answer to me, what's this? Let's open this. Yeah, there you go. Okay, I don't want to get copyright. What's this? Him chatting, yeah? Him chatting to Fahd bin Nafil at Mahrez. Fahd Mahrez. Huh? This is him chatting to our president and director of football at the time. What are we... let me show you, zoom in. I'm going to zoom in for you. Look, look, look. Look at this. What is this? Huh? Big up al-Iyada, by the way. Yeah? Hopefully you don't strike me on copyright. But what is this? What is this? Huh? This is after we beat them 3-0. I was at the game, by the way. This is after we beat them 3-0 at Stade Malik Fahd. Yeah? Look at this. This season, when we beat them 3-1 because of the penalty. Look what Ronaldo does. What's this, huh? Yeah, keep doing this, Habibi. Yeah, money, huh? But you want to complain about people complaining about you and your club. You fraud. This is the problem. This is the problem. You're being a hypocrite, bro. Yeah? Let's chat about this as well. Remember when Karim Benzema was signed to Al Hilal and he went on strike, threatening to leave the league? Yeah? Do you remember when this guy said he would not stay at Al Nassr unless he gets players that he wants? Huh? Do you remember when this guy, yeah, was falling out with coaches like Castro and Pioli? What are we doing, bro? What are we doing, bro? Like, this is my problem. Ronaldo doesn't help himself. It's like he's so desperate. He's so desperate to be winning that this is the levels he's doing down to. Like, I get it. You want your 1,000 goals. You're the face of the league. You feel like because you're the face of the league that you must win the league. What happened to you working for it? And you may be working for it to a degree, fine. However, do you really need all these goals to go in your way to win it? Like, have you fallen off this badly? And I ask this question because it's like, if you're going to complain about it, then, you know, practice what you preach. Or am I just chatting out of my backside? Which one is it? I'm sorry, it's ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. And I feel like authorities need to be like acting accordingly, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. The authorities need to act accordingly. And Cristiano Ronaldo, you need to do better. You need to do better. As much as, you know, you've done a lot for like bringing people in to watch the Saudi Pro League games, or, you know, to even just visit the country as a whole, because you promote it as Saudi being like peaceful and, you know, being amazing, and how the people here are amazing. Allah barak, like, you know, all this. I appreciate it. Well, I appreciate this stuff. I really do. Kathar Allah khairak. By the way, there is talk in town that this guy may have converted to Muslim, but reverted to Muslim. There is talk in town. If that's true, subhanallah. Subhanallah, Allah Mubarak, all that stuff, if that's true. But again, we still have to call out the hypocrisy that this guy is doing, bro. So you mean to talk about, but there's complaining, it's not good for the league, it's not war. But you started this yourself. Have a look in the mirror. Have a look in the mirror and wonder who started this crap. Seriously, man. But that's my thoughts. And by the way, before anyone's thinking that this is about Al Hilal, no, Al Hilal realistically don't deserve to win the league, even though we're invincible so far. I don't care. We've drawn too many games. We didn't even play good yesterday or 2 days ago against Dhamak. We didn't even play 2 days ago. Like, we're terrible. Inzaghi needs to go. Benzema needs to go, even though we just got him in, funny enough. That's a whole different conversation. I'm talking about the Nassr, their fans, and Ronaldo and their players being all hypocritical. Nawaf al-Boshal, by the way, he's shameless as well. Trying to cause beef with everyone. Yeah. But he should have been culprit to them conceding a penalty. By the way, what was that game? Against a Nejma. Against a Nejma, by the way, 2 of the goals that they scored wasn't even deserved. Yeah? And there were 2-2 at the time. Penalty given for what? What was it? Simikan, he took down a player's falls, and he trips, I believe, Al-Amri. So they gave it a penalty. And then Nawaf al-Boshal's offside. He goes through and Ronaldo scores. And then ended up being 5-2. Again, Nasrawis and Ronaldo and their players, they're all hypocrites. And this is the problem. Practice what you preach, but you won't do that, will you? So next time, if Al Hilal do anything, I'm not trying to hear you say Al Hilal robbed, Tahkimiyya, Alibaba FC. Shut up. This nonsense that you've been spewing out, you've been exposed for being hypocrites. And this is why I decided to do this video, because it's just laughable. It's just laughable, wallahi. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And I'm going to end it here. Guys, you know exactly what to do. Subscribe, press the alarm bells, feature content notifications, like, comment, rate, go check socials, and hopefully you're good wherever you are. Until then, take care. Ma'a salama.